The wind blew as was blown its last. The rattling showers rose in the blast. The speedy beams the darkness swallowed. Loud, deep and long the thunder bellowed. That night a child might understand the devil had business on his hand. Well mounted on his grey mare Meg, a better never lifted leg, Tam galloped through mud and mire, despising wind and rain and fire, while holding fast his good blue bonnet, while crooning o'er an old Scots sonnet, while glowering round wi' prudent curse, lest bogies catch him unawares. Church alleyway was growing nigh, where ghosts and owls nightly cry. By this time he was past the ford, where in the snow the pedlar smothered, and by the birches and the meikle stane, where drunken Charlie broke his neck bane. And near the thorn above the well, where Mungo's mother hanged hersel. Before him River Doon pours all its floods, the doubling storm rose through the woods. The lightnings flash from pole to pole, more and more near the thunders roll, when glimmering through the groaning trees, Church alleyway seemed in a breeze. Through every beam lights were glancing, loud resounded mirth and dancing. Inspiring bold John Barleycorn, what dangers thou canst make us scorn. We tuppenny ale, we fear no evil, we whiskey too, we'll face the devil. The pints they reamed in Tammy's noddle. Fair play, he cared no devils a bottle, but the horse stood like sore astonished, till by the heel and hand admonished, she ventured forward on the light, and whoa! Tam saw a wondrous sight. Warlocks and witches in a dance. No cotillon new from France, but hornpipes, jigs, spathries and reels put life and metal in their heels. At window bunker in the east there sat old Nick, in form of beast, a shaggy type, black, grim, large. To give them music was his charge. He screwed the bagpipes and the skirl, till roof and rafters all did dirl. Coffins stood round like open presses, that showed the dead in their last dresses. And by some devilish eerie sleight, each in their cold hand held a light, by which heroic Tam was able to see upon the holy table a murderer's bones in gibbet urns, two span lang wi' uncrescent bairns, a thief new cut from a rope, wi' his last gasp his gab did go. 5 tomahawks wi' blood red rusted, 5 skimmer-hairs wi' blood red crusted, a garter wi' which a baby was strangled, a knife a father's throat had mangled, which his own son had of life bereft, grey hairs still sticking to the heft, and is more terrible and awful that even to name would be unlawful. As Tammy glowered amazed and curious, the mirth and fun grew fast and furious. The piper loud and louder flew, the dancers quick and quicker flew, the reel, the set, the cross, the cricket, to every witch sweat and reek it, and cast her titties to the work, and link it at it in her sark. Oh, Tam had they been queens, all plump and strapping in their teens. These breeches of mine, my only pair, that once were plush of blue-green hair, I would have given them of me buttocks for one glimpse of the bonny birdies. But whether the witches old and droll, rag woody hags with spleen a full, leaping and flinging on a crummock, I wonder didn't I turn thy stomach? But Tom knew what was full lovely. There was a winsome wench and comely that night enlisted in the corps, long afternoon on Carrick shore. Her underskirt of paisley herring that as a lassie she had worn in longitude was scarcely scanty, but it was her best and she was vaunty. Little knew her reverend granny that sark she'd bought for her wee nanny. With £2 Scots was all her riches. Whatever grace, a dance of witches. That's it.